My name is Rag Reynolds and welcome back to Medium Rare, and today we have yet again another update to the Jessica Yaniv story, and this one is a good update. It's a positive update because now we have some actual evidence. We have a confession from Jessica Yaniv. We have evidence that she did in fact dox Blaire White, and we seemingly have evidence as well to Jessica Yaniv confessing to also having done certain inappropriate things with minors. Now in this video, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get into Blaire White's most recent video. Blaire White recently posted a video called I Got Jessica Yaniv to Confess. And in this video, Blaire White explains that a live stream she did a little bit ago. You might remember in the last video I posted, I was talking about a couple of live streams that I couldn't seem to find anymore. Well, she seems to have taken them down, and this is partly why. So for this video, Blaire White is talking about how she was in contact with Jessica Yaniv's agent. Now this agent was someone she was on the phone to during one of her live streams, and when she was on the phone to this person, she was having a bit of a back and forth, a bit hostile to each other, arguing. Now, Blaire in her newest video claims, though, that this was all an act. In fact, Blaire says that they were actually on good terms, and this agent is someone who had tricked Jessica Yaniv. So, Jessica Yaniv had posted to Twitter talking about how apparently a documentary maker had contacted her about making a documentary about her, and she was so happy to be working with this person. Now, this documentary maker is the agent. Now, this agent was working with Blaire to try and secure some confessions from Yaniv. So now I'm going to play you a couple of clips. First is Blaire explaining what I just explained to you about the agent and the tweet from Jessica saying that she's working with the documentary maker. And then the second clip is the confession of Jessica Yaniv admitting to doxing Blaire White, and she admits this on the phone with the agent there as well.
Jessica posted on her Twitter that she was contacted by a well-known documentarian who was making a documentary about Jessica, and that Jessica couldn't speak on any more matters unless it was through their agent. In my live stream, if you were watching, I spoke to the agent and we were arguing back and forth. I was talking crap about the agent and just genuinely was very hostile towards the agent. That was actually an act. I was in contact with the agent the entire time. This agent is actually someone who convinced Jessica to work, quote unquote, with him in order to record phone calls in which Jessica admits to illegal activity.
Right. So, it is technically public information, someone's address, but the act of doxing is publishing it with the intent of, people seeing it. And that's what you did to me, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you doxed me.
And Blaire, I do feel really bad about it. What I do want to say is, I have had severe medical issues.
So as you just heard, Jessica 100% confessed to doxing Blaire White, and she apologizes for that. She is regretting it. I don't know if we should take that seriously or not. Maybe she's just saying it now because she knows that she's going to get in trouble for it. But it is now a proven fact that Jessica did in fact dox Blaire. Now in this video, Blaire then goes on to speak a bit about the agent, and Blaire claims that the agent has proof, recorded proof, screenshots of Jessica Yaniv admitting and confessing to doing inappropriate things with minors. However, the agent is refusing to let any of this information go public as of yet. Blaire does say that he claims he took it to the police, and the police refused to do anything, said they didn't want that evidence and told him basically to go away.
This agent told me that they had gone to the police with these receipts with the recorded admissions by Jessica, but that the police wouldn't take the recordings and wouldn't even listen or even let him give them the proof because of Jessica's history of lying.
But Blaire says she does not believe that this is the case. She says that she thinks this documentary maker, this agent, is holding on to the evidence because he wants to get more footage and he wants to make his documentary a bit better. And the longer this goes on, the longer the Yaniv saga continues, the better his documentary will be. And Blaire believes that he is purposely hindering this whole thing, stopping Jessica from being locked up already, stopping Jessica from facing justice because he wants to make his documentary. So what Blaire then did is Blaire went to the Hollywood police herself, and she recorded herself in the car outside the police station saying, "I'm going into the Hollywood police now, I'm going to speak to them." But she said that they didn't want any of her evidence. They didn't care about her evidence of Yaniv doxing her, and apparently they didn't understand what swatting was when Blaire told them about her fear of swatting. And Blaire didn't understand this because she lives in Hollywood, and surely the Hollywood police have had to deal with cases where YouTubers, celebrities, people in Hollywood, these famous people, have had sort of been doxxed in the past before, or been swatted before. So Blaire found that quite strange that they didn't understand this terminology and understand what this was. But Blaire says they advised her to contact the FBI instead. Blaire then went on to show the Twitter profile of this agent that she had been speaking about, saying that normally she wouldn't do this, but she thinks it's imperative that something be done and get Jessica Yaniv locked up. So she was encouraging her viewers to go tweet this guy and ask him to release what he had and take it to the police and get something done. This seems to have since been redacted as I went back to look at this video for a second time when I was preparing to make this video. It seems as though the Twitter profile has been blurred out. There was a part of a conversation and a phone call at some other point as well that seemed to have been muted, that I don't remember being muted before. So it does seem as though Blaire has kind of gone back on telling people to go tweet that guy, and maybe that's a good thing, because it was seeming like it could have been a bit of incitement to harass going there. I've no problem with Blaire, but it did seem like maybe a bad judgment to tell people go tweet this guy. I don't think that would ever result in anything productive or positive. Anyway, Blaire then ends off her video talking about the fact that she really wants to see Yaniv behind bars. She says that Yaniv is dangerous, and she uses this example, this clip of Yaniv attacking a rebel media reporter in the streets. And honestly, I just find this clip hilarious. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I've just got a weird sense of humor, but I find this clip to be rather funny.
Go away. You're gonna assault me? Go away. Huh? Go away.
I think.
What are you? Now.
Huh? Go away. Are you
Go away.
You,
Go away.
That's assault. Go away.
Okay, that's a second shot. Did you see that, sir?
And Blaire then finally goes on to say that Yaniv is a danger also because she has an illegal taser, which Yaniv also was arrested for. And Yaniv revealed this taser on Blaire's livestream when they did the debate together. And Yaniv said, "Oh, this is an illegal taser I've got."
Blaire,
You know what?
I don't need to be scared in my own house that I'm gonna get attacked, which is illegal in Canada. Just saying.
So yeah, overall, it certainly seems as though Yaniv is probably a danger to others. But you see, this isn't where it ends. That was just me covering Blaire's video. There is a fantastic article I have here from thepostmillennial.com. And we have right here, Jessica Yaniv admits to child predation, doxing Blaire White, and a new accuser emerges. Popular American YouTuber Blaire White has produced audio evidence that Jessica Yaniv has doxed her. Evidence has also emerged that shows Yaniv admitting to preying on young girls. White says the evidence on her dox was provided by her alleged agent and documentarian Ryan Gordon. She claims Gordon had informed her of this scheme to gain Yaniv's trust, allowing him to gather evidence and admissions to sexual interference with young girls. White says she lost faith in Gordon when he seemed to withhold evidence on the alleged crimes from police in order to strengthen his documentary. White's experience with Gordon mirrors this reporter's. I personally cut off contact with Gordon when he made disparaging remarks about one of the alleged victims, implying that she had some responsibility in the abuses she faced. His management of the victim's information was disrespectful and sloppy, and his efforts seemed to be doing more harm than good. White reiterates comments Gordon had made to myself regarding his contact with the RCMP, in effect that they declined to immediately step in despite having his admissions from Yaniv of alleged crimes. Despite this claim, Corporal Holly Largate of the Langley RCMP told the Post-Millennial, if this type of complaint is made to Langley, then it must be investigated. It's important to remember this investigation would not take a week to turn around. It would be a lengthy investigation, likely involving forensics and the scanning of hard drives. Even after all the information is gathered, it must be compiled and presented to the BC prosecution for their consideration. One such piece of evidence provided by Gordon was the following conversation that took place between he and Yaniv. So here we can see in this conversation between the alleged agent and Yaniv, the agent, or Gordon, is saying, when it comes to the sexual stuff that you told me about last night and regard to those 5 or 6 girls. I need you to guarantee me that you will never have any sexual contact with someone under the age of 16 again. Okay? Will you promise me? And then Jessica Yaniv responds, yes, I of course promise. So this is being taken as an admission of guilt from Jessica Yaniv. This is being shown as Jessica, she's saying, yes, I promise. She's not saying, oh, I didn't have any sexual contact with anyone under 16. She's saying, I promise I won't do it again. So this is deeply, deeply concerning, obviously, because this kind of proves the things that have been said all along. I mean, that's assuming the screenshot is 100% real. I mean, I can't confirm this is definitely a real screenshot. I can't confirm that Jessica Yaniv was 100% admitting to guilt there. I mean, to me, that's what it looks like, and I do believe this is probably a real screenshot, but obviously I cannot say that for 100% fact. According to Gordon, the RCMP chose not to action on evidence of Yaniv's crimes due to past tendencies at bombast and untruth. However, as has been consistently documented and verified by the post-millennial, Yaniv has had a dangerously inappropriate contact with girls as young as 14. And today a new victim has come forward, and what she says is her attempt to stop the abuse once and for all. Jane Doe, now 27, was first contacted by Yaniv at just 16. While her identity has been verified to the post-millennial, her name has been changed to protect her and her family. Doe met Yaniv in 2009 on now-defunct social media platform My Yearbook. Yaniv noticed my posts on tech-related topics and told me about a site she was blogging for called Gizmo Fusion. The article then goes on to say that Yaniv basically got an internship for this young girl. But like with so many of Yaniv's other alleged victims, it didn't take long for the situation to turn sinister. Early into the whole thing, Yaniv started to want to send me sex toys to review, she says. Yaniv framed it as a way for me to get my start. Doe says she declined, but Yaniv kept trying to force her. Yaniv also began pressuring me about sending Yaniv nude photos and sent me pictures of Yaniv's penis. As an individual who has witnessed firsthand Yaniv's genitals, to the recent claim by Yaniv that they were intersex and possessed both a vulva and a penis, Doe says Yaniv does not. Doe claims that Yaniv's demands became so intense that she eventually declined a major opportunity to attend CES. Now this article does go on a little bit further, but that's where we're going to stop, and that is also where I'm going to end today's video. Overall, I think it's quite clear that we have a lot of allegations against Yaniv. Some of them proven, some of them not 100% proven, but I certainly think there's a lot of things going on here that certainly imply that Yaniv is dangerous and that show just the kind of person Yaniv is. I do not think Yaniv's a good person. I think Yaniv is dangerous. I agree with Blaire White when she says that Yaniv's dangerous and probably needs to be behind bars. As far as the young girls things go, most of it isn't entirely proven yet. We do seem to have had a confession about that, which is great. We've got that confession. Hopefully something can be done about it, and I really just hope that this agent guy is not withholding this information as Blaire seems to think he is, and if he is, I hope that he will have a change of heart and release the information to get Yaniv the punishment, and also to get the victims the justice that is deserved. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this in those comments down below, and until next time, my name is Rag Reynolds, this was Medium Rare, and you're welcome, society.